Sound now? Do we have sound now? Louder. Wait, I did. What? Hold on. I'm so confused. What's going on? Okay. So yeah. So yes, I have a lovely new tech person who's amazing, and we had a very long troubleshooting session today, and the conclusion of the troubleshooting session is XSplit sucks. So we're going with OBS for now, but we're still having problems due to apparently the fact that I like to buy the same brand of cameras. So that troubleshooting phone call kind of took it out of me, so I am not feeling up to playing with fire tonight. So I'm going to actually do a little freeform for y'all tonight, because it's something that I have to do anyway. But, okay, so those of you who make jewelry have probably experienced this scenario. Happy cheerful friend. Hi, I know you've been making jewelry. I have something that I really love and I need you to fix it for me. Can you do that? You. Maybe, can I look at it? Oh yeah, I've got it here in my purse. Here. And they hand you the most random tangle of like, what the fuck ever. And you're like, okay, I'll try. And then you proceed to, you know, beat your breast and tear your hair and scratch your eyes out while you're trying to figure out this random, weird, stupid thing. So, I am going to show you. Okay, and once again, like I said, this is a troubleshooting session and things and stuff. So, the quality of this is probably not going to be the best, but hey, at least my mouth and my sound are going at the same pace. Okay, so this is a customer's piece. These are pre-Columbian beads. They are worth a crap ton of money. I restrung this. I accidentally left a bead off. I restrung it again. Guess what I found at my workstation today? Another bead that I left off. So this is one of those random weird things that I'm going to show you how to kind of MacGyver into a good and fairly secure finish. So it's got this beautiful braided part on the back, and that is something that the client really wants to preserve, and not only preserve, he doesn't want it redone, he wants to preserve the original. But what this was strung on was completely falling apart. So what I have to do is I have to restring this, attach it to this, and have everything look not completely terrible. So that is going to be my mission tonight. I'm sorry I'm not doing Fire Friday, but like I said, I think that me and torches tonight would result in bad things happening. I mean, granted, apparently I could melt a camera and it would actually help me out in this situation, but I really don't want to, you know, give myself another nasty burn. So we're going to go with this weirdo project instead. And that may actually become a freeform Friday, oh, not freeform Friday, Social Saturday theme is weird ass projects. Because we fix a lot of strange things here at the Beading Dreams. We really do. Like, you name it, we've probably fixed it. I mean, shoes, of course, lampshades, statues, horse statues, dog statues, frog statues, cat statues.
Horse statues that look kind of like Blair Witch Project.
Yeah, wild hunt horse statues. Let's see, Christmas ornaments. What other weird ass shit have we fixed, Heather?
Clocks.
Clocks?
Not the workings of the clocks, but
adornments of the clocks.
You said purses.
I don't think I did. Purses. I said shoes. Yes, purses and wow, just so many things. Okay, so the first thing I'm gonna do, because but this is the second time this is the third time I've restrung this. So the first thing I'm gonna do is I am going to cut this apart. So, actually, the first thing I'm going to do is see if I can. Ooh, where are settings? Settings? See. Nope. Wait, where, there we go, thank you. That's what I want. Oh, goodness. Now I have to relearn OBS after a couple of years, so this is going to be fun. That was sarcasm. Okay, so the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to cut this apart because I need to redo it so I can add this stupid bead. And, you know, the only reason I'm redoing this is because this single bead is probably worth like half of my car. And so I don't want to return this necklace to the client without all of the beads. So since this is the important part, this is the part that he does not want recreated, I'm going to go ahead and cut down here, the part that I did. I'm just going to go ahead and cut this apart. And please, for the love of God, universe, let me not have forgotten any other beads. Okay, so I cut that apart. And then this is how I attached it, so I need to make that go away. So I'm just going to unwind that. I do have a tweezers and an awl here to help me along. And judicious cutting is really helpful in this type of instance. Just make sure you cut the right thing, not the wrong thing, because, you know, cutting the wrong thing is a thing. Mm-hmm. So let's see. So Heather will be doing freeform tomorrow evening because I will be dealing with children, unfortunately. So Heather, what do you think you're going to do for freeform tomorrow? Do you have any ideas?
I would love some suggestions from the
Hey, stream.
Group.
What do you want to see Heather do on freeform tomorrow? And then next week is my birthday week, so we are going to have an abbreviated streaming week next week. We're going to do a sale on Wednesday, sale on Saturday, and nothing in between. See, I figured out how to say it and not mess it up, Heather.
Woo! That was, and it was so slick. I love it.
I mean, you know, sleep is a thing.
I've heard.
Oh, I'm about to hear... In 90 minutes, my ass is going to be in bed. Okay, not 90 minutes. 2 hours. I'm going to be in bed with cats, and everything can wait till tomorrow. Okay. So... this is one of the fun things about repairs, even repairing the stuff that you've repaired, especially repairing the stuff that I've repaired, since I always try to make really secure connections. So undoing those connections is sometimes a pain in the gizmonska. Okay, so I've got that one unattached. And sorry, I cannot figure out how to zoom in my camera in OBS. Like I said, I'm going to have to retrain myself on OBS after many years of using XSplit. So, fun times. Also, I do like this shirt, but it is like the exact, on the camera, it's like the exact same color as my backdrop. So, that's a thing. Okay, now I'm gonna undo this side as well. Maybe. Now you get to look at the top of my head. Look, my glasses are staring at you. Except I bet they aren't. Maybe they are.
They are.
Alright, my glasses are watching you all. You better behave. You had better behave. So yeah, seriously, over an hour on the phone with a very intelligent tech support person. And the solution is your cameras can't all be the same brand and model. What the fuck? I know, seriously, like... Technology really is like a toddler. Like, if you don't cut the carrots in circles instead of slices, they're just gonna have a fit. Uh-oh, being have is not in Keiko's vocabulary. Keiko, are you not being have? Are you miss being have? What are you doing?
We want to know more.
Are you running wild? Okay, what was that? Was it in Anne of Green Gables, Run Wild and something? Hi, Julie. Oh, shoot.
My brain is not pulling it up right now.
I don't think it was Anne of, I don't know. It wasn't Anne of Green Gables. I can't remember what it is. There's a literary quote about running wild relating to young girls. I don't know, but Julie, I need a new Hoyden pin. Just reminding you. Because I don't know where mine is and it makes me very, very sad. It might be Jane Austen. Oh, goodness gracious. My brain's not working either. It's okay. I'm not doing Fire Friday because I'm too tired to work with fire tonight and I don't want to set anything on fire, especially myself or my camera equipment. So instead I'm doing a weird ass repair. Because people do a lot of, not people do a lot of, people bring us a lot of weird ass repairs, but like, it's kind of a phenomenon when people find out that you make jewelry. They're like, oh, I have this thing, can you fix it? And half the time it's easy, and half the time it's completely batshit. So this is one of those things that's completely batshit. So these are pre-Columbian beads, and this is a really good client of ours, actually. It is. It's definitely Jane Austen. It's coming back to me. But I can't remember. Yeah, it's definitely Jane Austen, but I can't remember from what. So this is a really great client of ours. He collects, I think, and resells ancient beads. So these are actually pre-Columbian beads, and this necklace, I swear, is under some kind of old, ancient Aztec curse, because this is going to be the third time I've restrung this stupid thing, because I restrung it and then I found a bead on my bead mat, and since these are very, very valuable beads, it's not one of those like, well, just chuck it in the punch bowl, he won't notice. No, like, come on. So I restrung it again, and then today, guess what? I found another bead on my bead mat. So third time's the charm. It's very important to the client that this part be preserved. Not because this is pre-Columbian, because obviously it's not, but these beads were also part of the collection of a very important collector of pre-Columbian artifacts, and that was when this was added, so this is integral to the value of the piece. But of course, what the beads actually were on was shredding and completely not structurally sound. So that is why they are being restrung. So no, Keiko, I swear to God, like, I'm gonna sage this bitch. There better not be any more beads hanging about, because I'm done. Like 3 times, like, is all I have in me for this. So, how to fix weird ass shit. Number 1, figure out what you're gonna string the beads on. In this case, stringing cable was not a good choice because the client wants to, kind of preserve the look of the piece, and putting stringing cable and a crimp bead in this was not an option. Okay, so I chose Tough Cord, which is a heat treated nylon cord in this kind of mossy green color, as being a good cord upon which to string them. Okay, so number 2, how do you attach the new cord to the old cord? And this is, like, if you can figure this one out, the rest is usually pretty easy. So the good thing about this woven bit here is that you can actually go through it with a cord. And you can see where I've done that on my previous 2 restrings of this particular project. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my nylon cord, and I'm going to do this on doubled nylon, which means that I need a needle. Be right back. Okay, so I'm going to use a twisted wire needle, and you could use a heavy or a medium for a project like this. I happen to have a medium handy, so that's what I'm going to use. I'm going to take my cord, and sorry, I do not have, so by the way, you may have noticed we look a little different. So we're using OBS tonight because XSplit sucks, and we're going to try and get the Heather Cam on board for the sale on Wednesday, but for now you just get kind of basic me, and tomorrow you'll get basic Heather. But at least we are talking in sync with the way our mouths are moving. So I'm going to take my cord, and since I'm not knotting this, I'm just stringing it, I don't need that much. I'm going to go ahead and cut myself about 6 feet just because I am eternally paranoid about running out of cord, but you really don't even need that much. So I'm going to take that, and I'm going to thread it through my needle. And just center it up, so take my ends and bring them together. Thank you, Olga. I appreciate that so much. Oh my gosh.
Woohoo! Don't mind.
Don't mind? No, please. Because, oh my gosh. Yay! Hi, Jay. Okay, so we got this. It is working. OBS is working. Yes. So we still don't have a Heather Cam, but at least we got a...
Well, we don't need a Heather.
We don't need a Heather Cam tonight. All right, so I'm going to take this, and I'm going to knot it at the very end. So we have needle in the middle of my cord. Okay, so now, yeah, I need to set it up with my Stream Deck. Okay, so now I'm going to take this. So once again, this is the piece of the necklace that the client really wanted to preserve. So what I need to do is I need to anchor my new cord, ding, onto this. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take an awl, and you need to be careful when you're dealing with old fibers like this, because you know they can fragment and splinter and shatter. But I'm just going to take my awl, and I'm going to find kind of a point in the weave where I can insert that, and I can just kind of push it through gently to make an opening. So what I've done is I've just used my awl to separate the fibers in that weave. And then I'm going to take my needle and I'm going to follow that path through. Because this is a twisted wire needle, so it's not really good at like shoving through things. You got to make a hole first. Just make sure. Excuse me, I can't see things anymore because I'm old. Okay, there we go. Alright, so now I've got that through my fiber. So now I'm going to pull it through, and what I want to do is I'm going to apparently trap my finger in that, which is not the best idea. Alright, so I'm going to take my tail and I'm going to hold it down towards the end of my braided piece, and then I'm going to half hitch around this. So so Keiko had a really good question. I'm going to go ahead and demonstrate the half hitch, and then I will answer your question, Keiko. Alright, so I'm holding this end down, and I'm going to take the end that has my needle, and I'm going to go around my whole project and then through my loop. And sometimes it's helpful to do that with your tweezers instead of your fingers, especially if you're feeling fat fingered and fumble fingered like I am tonight, just because I'm so tired. So, and then we're just going to pull that and give it a good shimmy to tighten it. Then we're going to do that again. So what we want to do is we're aiming to half hitch down the entirety of this little kind of tag of this braided bit, and we want to include this in it. Okay, so Keiko asked, what's the benefit of a twisted wire needle over a traditional needle? So the thing about a twisted wire needle, Keiko, is it has a compressible eye, so you can put a thicker cord through a twisted wire needle, and then when you pull it through a smaller space, the eye will compress around the cord. But if you've ever tried to thread like a regular traditional beading needle with something like a number 3 nylon cord, it's just not going to happen. So twisted wire needles, whilst not having the stabbing power of traditional steel needles, they do allow you to use a thicker cord. So I'm just continuing to half hitch down here. Okay, old eyes suck, just saying. You want to make sure you do all these half hitches nice and tight, because even though you've got it through there, you still want to make sure you've got a nice tight connection here as well. And you don't need the cord from your camera in the shot. Okay, so for most people, it's about to be the weekend. What are y'all doing? Who's doing something exciting? I'm gonna be here tomorrow and then doing a children's party, so don't think that counts as exciting. So somebody let me live vicariously through you, please. Really do hate old eyes. Not fun. Okay. So now I have securely attached this cord to this braid. So I can yank on it really, really hard. It's not coming off. So now I'm just going to go ahead and string my beads on, including that errant bead, which is right there. Oh God, I know, Keiko, like, how much does it suck that at this age we can get injured from literally doing nothing? Like, you can just wake up in the morning and you're like, oh, I can't turn my head to the left. That's awesome. Floor bead, excuse me. Oh, I put on my sock wrong. Now I can't walk. Like, what the heck? Body. Aging, no thank you. I will pass, or would pass if it was an optional thing, which it's not, unfortunately, so that's a bummer. Okay. Stringing, stringing, stringing. I don't care what font's on the Hoyden pin, Julie, as long as it says Hoyden. So don't stress about that. I'm sorry about Goose pooping under your computer desk. That is a bummer. But any font is a good font as long as it says Hoyden. I mean, yeah, I miss my Ziggy's asshole face. Like, he was also a monster. He didn't poop in random places, but he did lots of other things, like, you know, give me scars and such. I don't know if I still have the... That was the last scar he gave me. At some point I still want to have it tattooed with a little cat scratchy paw. But anyway. Oh! Thanks, Pam. That is not what I needed to hear. No. I want encouragement. I want, you know, false, you know, happy, fluffy cotton candy shit. Like, it gets better, just you wait. Oh, kitties. We love you so much, even though sometimes you do us so wrong. Oh, and I will say, like, I wish that there was some feature for phones. I mean, I have an iPhone, but for any phones, where you could, like, pick a subject of a photo, and you could just have it, like, it would just take them and it would remove all of them from your camera roll and, like, put them in a separate folder so that you could look at them when you wanted to. But, like, I was scrolling back in my phone trying to find some pictures of me in fair garb that didn't look completely dorky. Did not find them, but anyway, that's because I always look completely dorky in photos. But, like, then I kept scrolling back to photos of Ziggy and then photos of Arun, and I was like, oh, can I just like not see these things that make me sad? Ooh, well, that's awesome, Keiko. I didn't know they made those for kitties. But yeah, somebody needs to invent that. Because I don't want them to go away. Like, I don't want the sad pictures to go away. Like, I want them, but I want to actively seek them out. Like, I want to look at pictures of Ziggy. I want to look at pictures of Arun. But, you know, just scrolling back and then all of a sudden it's like, bam, there they are. I'm like, But I will still stand by the thing that kind of got me through everything is every single picture I have of Ziggy, he looks like he is happy as a freaking clam. Like, that cat had even though it ended too soon, he had a really happy life. He was very satisfied with the life that he led. So there's that. That's the thing that gets me through when I start getting teary. And now I'm going to talk about beads instead of Ziggy. Because that was not a good road for me to go down. Sorry, y'all. So, alright, so I'm done stringing, and please, for the love of God, let this be the last time I have to string this necklace. Whoever cleared the curses, thank you so much. Appreciate it. So, there we go. Alright, so there's your restrung necklace. And okay, so all of this kind of wonkadiness, this is because of the holes in the beads. So these were drilled by hand with a bow drill. So, you know, some of the holes are beautifully straight. Awesome. Good job, pre-Columbian bead crafts person. Some of the holes, not so much, and the beads kind of crooked. So, you know, it is what it is when you've got beads like this. So, bear with me for a second while I just neaten up this first side, because my lack of being able to see was a little bit detrimental. I know, Pam, see, that's the problem. Like, I can put them all in an album, but they're still there in my camera roll, which normally is fine, but every once in a while it's just like a punch in the teeth. It's like my grandfather passed a number of years ago. It's probably been 7 or 8 years now. I can't even remember. But my grandmother never took his voice off of the answering machine. And so every time I would call her and she wasn't home, it would be my grandfather's voice on the answering machine. And that was another, like, just punch in the guts to hear that. Anyway, this stream has gotten very melancholy, and I'm gonna stop now. Okay, so alright, so I fixed this. I just neatened it up a little bit, and then I'm just gonna trim that and burn it, press it down. So then I'm gonna go ahead and go through my other side. So I'm gonna pull these up. I'm gonna make sure that my cords are even. See that little bubble of cord there? Don't want that. So I'm just gonna make sure I pull that out. Alright, and I'm gonna do the same thing on the other side. So I need to make myself a hole, and I want to make it about, you know, 1/4 of an inch or so up. And I'm not trying to split my cords. I'm trying to go into the negative space between the weaving here. I'm also trying not to stab myself in the finger, because I already still have my cuts from last week from my drilling incident. So, alright, so I've got my hole, and then I'm going to pull that out, and before that hole closes up, I'm going to take my twisted wire needle, and I'm just going to put it through. There we go. And I'm going to pull, and go with my tweezers. Alright, and I want to make sure that I pull, again, my cord through evenly, like so. Alright, so now I'm going to do, okay, so I did half hitches on the other side. I wasn't completely happy with the way that looked, so I'm going to try another way on this side. So I'm going to hold everything, and I'm just going to wrap. So I'm going to make sure that that's right up there. Nice and tight. And then I'm going to just start wrapping this around. So I like this look better. I'm not redoing this necklace again. What I did is I just kind of wrapped over what I did on the other side to sort of camouflage it, but I do like this better. It's not quite as secure because you don't have quite as many knots, because what I'm going to do now that I've sort of wrapped this whole section here is now I'm going to start doing the half hitches, and I'm just going to do like 4 of them to finish this off. And I'm going to make a complete mess. There we go. Alright, I'm going to do 3. Then I'm going to see if I have fire over here that's not a torch. Sig, you're being summoned by HD Semper Fi.
Hi!
I don't have a Heather cam. I'm sorry, I don't have a Sig cam right now.
I'll be on tomorrow night though.
Yeah,
where Allison is sitting.
She will be the star tomorrow night because I'm going to be dealing with cheer-ins. But we're working on our technical difficulties, and I can't run currently 3 cameras in this broadcasting program. So, do you want to make a cameo for your people?
I will, but keep in mind I was not expecting to be on camera, but I will say hi.
But hold on, please. Okay, it's a Sig. Wow, it's still daylight.
I know. Hello, it's me. So bookmark us and be back here tomorrow, because I will be making something that is not pre-Columbian. So, yay! So good to see you. Okay, back to Allison.
Okay. Also, even though Heather does not have her makeup on, she still looks better than me today, because I today am Hot Mess Express. All right, so I'm gonna finish this off, and then
But look what I'm playing.
what?
Why am I
Oh,
bleeding?
why am I bleeding? That's always a fun game. Okay, so yeah, Heather will be back here tomorrow because I'll be dealing with children, but I'm going to finish off this pre-Columbian thing first. So, okay, so the cool thing about the top cord, the nylon cord that I'm using, is it does actually melt. So I'm going to go ahead and trim it off short. Trim it off to about 1/8 of an inch, and then I'm gonna grab a flame of sorts, and I'm going to try not to melt myself. And I'm just gonna melt that down and then tap it in to seal it. I'm gonna do the same on the other side. Alright, and there we go. That is one pre-Columbian necklace restrung for the 3rd time. Ta-da! So, hopefully that helped you all maybe with some of the weird and strange things that people might give you to fix. Thank you, Olga. Thank you for fixing the beads. So we do, HD, we do knot between beads, but not with these particular beads, because since these are so ancient, they're all hand drilled, and the holes are just wildly varying in size, and so that makes it almost impossible to knot. So these are just straight strung, but we have knotted things for this client before. Once again, this client is a collector of ancient and rare beads, so hopefully that'll help you with maybe some weird stuff that people ask you to do. We also, don't forget, we do Zoom every other Saturday, and so if you've got weird stuff that people have asked you to do, you can hop on our Zoom and ask us, hey, how do I do this? And we will help you, because I promise you that we would love to give you the benefit of the amassed knowledge of all of our repair screw ups and weirdnesses and everything. Trust me, there's a lot. There's a lot in my brain. There's a lot in Heather's brain. So if your brain is having trouble with a problem, hop on Zoom and ask us. Once again, it's every other Saturday. We also do a freeform on the Saturday. We don't do Zoom. So if there's something you want to see for freeform, like, hey, I've got this problem, I've got this project, I need an idea of how to do it, you can hop on our Discord. If you need that invitation link, type !Discord into the Twitch chat, and post up on Discord. And we'll, try and address your problem during a freeform, during a Zoom. Like, we're here to help. Like, this is an interactive platform, and we are here to help you do the best jewelry construction that you can. So, that's going to be it for me tonight, though, because I did the thing. I fixed it for the 3rd time, and I'm not restringing it again, so help me God. So, everyone have a great night. Tomorrow night is going to be Freeform Social Saturday. Heather's going to be doing something cool. If you have requests for Social Saturday, again, please post them up in the Discord, and I'm going to go ahead and put that invitation link up there. Alright, so there is the invitation link to our Discord. If you join our Discord, you can post requests for Freeform Social Saturday, which is going to be tomorrow with Heather, once again, because I'm going to be dealing with children. And then next week, it's my birthday week. Corvus! Hi, Corvus! What up?
Corvus!
Yes. Love, peace, and chicken grease. Woot! I've been live for, well, it's a 6 p.m. stream, Corvus. So I'm done. I'm finishing. I know I was not super late tonight like normal. We're still working on the problems, the tech problems, though. I was on a very long call with a lovely tech person today, and notifications like, "Hi, Zoe." Yes, so we have a new tech person who's trying to fix things. What?
I was just making sure that Love, Peace, and Chicken Grease was in fact Rambo as I expected, and yes.
So that was very long and somewhat exhausting, and the upshot of all of it was XSplit sucks, and you shouldn't have all the same brand cameras. So we're not going to try and fix that tomorrow, because Heather does not need a Heather cam, because Heather's going to be on this camera tomorrow doing freeform, and I'm going to be dealing with children. So that is going to be the end of our stream for tonight. So everyone have a great night, and Heather will see y'all back on this channel, twitch.tv/Beading Dream, tomorrow at 6 p.m. for freeform, and then I will see you next week, Wednesday and Saturday, for sales at 6:30 p.m. So everyone have a great night, and we'll see you soon. Bye. Also, I have no thank you screen in OBS, so we're just gonna go to stay tuned, and I will catch you later. Bye.